so excited to have guests
In studio,
but also these particular guests because acclaimed storyteller, Dr. Cheng, is partnering with Nothing Without a Company on 5 performances across Chicago of her solo show, The Trouble with My Hair, Coloring, Cutting, and Coming Into Who I Am. And joining us now is Cheng and Anna Rose Ii-Epstein. It's always, I was screwing up a little bit. Producing director of Nothing Without a Company. Ada and Anna Rose, welcome to the show.
Thank you
welcome
so much.
Back
so good to see you.
Yeah,
I know, it's so good to see all of you.
Yeah, it has been a few years, right?
It's been a hot second, hasn't it?
You look healthy and young. So
Thank you.
We're trying to go backwards.
It's that good Christian living, and doing a lot of this underneath here. Retinol helps too, as well.
Fruits and vegetables, right? Also that too.
After this weekend, no. Oh my God, I went to the best Filipino meal ever, but I was looking for a vegetable somewhere. I'm like, please, all this food, it's so good. Anyway, Anna Rose, let's start with you. Just let's tell everybody, remind folks about the mission and the history of Nothing Without a Company.
Yeah, so we started as a nonprofit in 2008. So in 2028, we will be in our 20th year.
Amazing.
My wife, Hannah, and I run the company. She's the artistic director and producing director, and we do immersive, site-specific new work that's focused on AA, NHPI, and...
It was Sofa,
King, Queer.
There we are.
There's no...
That's what I was trying to say. We had to slow that down.
Yes. And that was 2024, and right before the new P came into office.
Yes.
Yeah, that's when you saw me.
I know.
That's right.
Well, now, Ada, can you tell us about the history and the development of the show, The Trouble with My Hair, Coloring, Cutting, and Coming Into Who I Am?
So this is my third solo performance. I have done one which is really about Asian American experiences, the first one. The second one is about, for example, gender-based violence. So this one, it took me several years because I really want to have a very different way of processing trauma. And so I'm going to ask Ellen this question. You go to hair salon for the hair?
Yes.
And if you have problem with your hair, do you tell your hairstylist what you want and how you don't like the hair or like the hair? Do you give them feedback?
Well, my stylist is my cousin.
Uh-huh.
So fascinating, to be brutally
And
honest.
she does such a fantastic job. I tell her what I want, but I haven't had to correct her. Honestly, there's other stylists maybe in the past, and one guy decided he was going to basically shave the side of my head when in the late '80s, and make a shock of hair that he put a color into, and I was like, okay, how am I going to go to work? And it ended up working out. But anyway, you're right. It is difficult, though.
So the premise of the show is I have been trying to break up with my hairstylist for several years. And I have a difficult time trying to explain because it is so cultural, right? It is so kind of culturally about what is beautiful, and that also tied to gender and sexuality. And I find it so difficult to explain the hair. How does it display femininity, the particular type of femininity I want, or the kind of a mixture of femininity and masculinity? And so I use that trying to break up with my hairstylist, and I don't know how to. I don't know what to say. Very similar to the regular breakups in our relationship, and use that as a way to think about, I'm paying this hairstylist money, and I can't tell her what I want or what I don't like, which is really, what's wrong with me? Why am I having a difficult time drawing my boundaries, telling people about what I want and my desire? And I use that in a very funny way, breakup. Right? That everybody has that experience to talk about using hair to talk about gender and sexual identity. And so use that to take people on a journey about how when I first, became a teenager, the first thing my mother did was was she took me to a hair salon to have a perm.
Oh, okay.
Yes, as
okay.
my mother
yes.
did the same.
The
yes.
perm is a rite of passage into heterosexual womanhood.
Yes.
And so I use the hair as a way for us to think about heteronormativity. How do we wear our hair? How do we use that to display our, gayness or queerness or heteronormativity, right? Heterosexuality. And so I use that to explore not just the kind of it's not just a coming out story, but really it's about a story for everybody, heteronormativity, how our desire and the way that we present ourselves through our hair is very much heterosexually based.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. Well,
yes.
because it's definitely like on the binary of like,
Yes.
boys look like this, girls look like
Yes,
this. Yes.
And so it's really using breakup, which everybody has experienced. How do you draw boundaries?
Girl, I just ghosted mine. I just never went back.
Yeah, I know.
feel bad.
Same with my previous one, and
Yeah.
I loved her, but I it's hard. You're right.
Absolutely, but that's what I have been doing for my whole life, that I couldn't tell people specifically or loudly what I am or who I am, right? But in some way, it's the same pattern with my hairstylist. I can't quite tell people that I don't like this. So I really want to kind of, what sort of way that I can get to a point where I clearly tell people what I like, what I don't like, and we can have adult conversation without me walking away, without me breaking up.
Right.
And that's actually about where we are as a society. So in some way, the kind of premise, the starting point, it's about hair. And it's about gender and sexuality and queerness, about family expectations. So deep down, it's about how do we coexist?
Right.
How do we break up in a way that we can still preserve that relationship or integrity and dignity? And that's something I have to learn. It's how do I engage in difficult conversations?
Well, it's also like that. Like this sounds so. I'm just sitting here listening. I'm like, of course it's going to be like a bigger picture, because it's you, Ada. You are so smart and you're so funny and you're so gifted at telling stories.
Thank you.
But just sitting here thinking, it's like, a hairstylist is a very intimate relationship.
Yes,
They are touching you.
Yes.
I had somebody who, like a stranger, grabbed my glasses and put them on their face. And I'm like, no. But I let this stranger just sit and do this thing to my head like a dentist too. Like that's just weird.
Yes.
If you think about it. So there's got to be some sort of like power too, and be like, we're creating this relationship because it is so intimate.
Yes.
And it's also just so interesting because I've known you for some years, and your hair is always different every time I see you.
Right?
That you would ever have this shyness.
I'm so different in public. It's so easy if I, in some way, if I want to critique something, that's not an issue. But
Right.
when it comes to intimate relationship, right, I think I'm still conditioned. That kind of a gender condition where you want to be polite. You want to be respectful.
You don't want to offend anybody.
You don't want to hurt
make
other
them not
people's
like
feelings,
you. Yeah.
or you people please. I think this is the part that I'm really struggling with. Is I think the way that I'm interacting with my hairstylist is my people pleasing. That I can tell her that I'm not happy with it, but I don't know how to explain it in such a way that I say it's actually complicated.
Yeah.
It's very culturally embedded and layered that I don't think a lot of people, when they are trained, they simply kind of focus on the craft. How do you cut? But it just doesn't work. In my show, I talk about cheating. At some point, I couldn't stand it. I went to Chinatown, and I went into a Chinatown, find this hair salon with tons of stylists from Asia, and I had the best haircut. And so it was as if they knew what looks attractive to me, for me, and how do they, cut a hair that works for my feature, that display the type of femininity that I like. And that's it's unspoken, but it's so cultural. And that's the layer that I want to kind of explore. How do I explain to people about their craft that is so unexplainable? And I think that's about culture. That's also about queerness too.
Yeah.
Right?
So now how did the partnership between you, Nothing Without a Company, come about?
Yeah, so our literary manager, Kevin, their partner, G, made this awesome event where Ada was workshopping this piece and then also had hairstylist cutting hair, and it was just really cool curation of and then Ada did the piece, and Hannah and I had been meeting Ada for several years, and we had no idea that she was in our family, in the queer family.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, we didn't want to assume.
Right.
But after the
That's
show,
all right.
It was the
we were
hair.
like,
The hair did it.
I mean, older generation, no offense, but like, you can't, you don't know, you can't always tell. And we don't like to assume.
Right.
You can't ask as a nonprofit. It's not legal.
Child, let me just tell you, as an older person seeing younger people, it's like, I don't know, like usually like seeing fingernail polish on a guy was like,
Right.
oh, and now it's like, no, I'm
Yeah.
just in a band.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
It's
And I was really surprised when they said, "Oh, you're in the family," and I thought, I don't think I'm ever in a closet. I just don't wear it, like waving
Yeah.
pom pom or something.
Like I do. Well, I'm not wearing my rainbow today, but normally I wear rainbow. So we were walking home and we were like, this piece would actually be amazing in a salon because it's about hair and we do immersive
Sure.
site-specific theater. So then we started thinking, let's make this happen. And so we have 2 salons that we're doing the piece at and 3 community spaces. And we have openers for Ada's piece. So we have 2 to 3 5 to 10 minute performers that are performing based on the themes of her piece that were all submitted. And that's per show. So there's
like a rotating cast of openers.
yeah, basically.
Fabulous.
It's like 20 plus artists. So
Oh my gosh.
everyone's getting paid through Crossroads Foundation. We got a grant, and it's just like a very awesome collaboration.
Absolutely, and I have to say, I want to commend both of them. I just have such a, and I have to say, before we start, I said, I don't want to make any decision. I'm going to do something that is, I can be very controlling, but I decided I'm going to do
let
something
go.
different. I'm going to fully trust them.
A wise move.
And I say, no matter what, don't involve me.
Great.
You make all the decisions, and that was the best decision
So
ever
you
made.
can focus on the work.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
I just have been so happy with everything, just the kind of the thoughtfulness, the kind of the whole team, the way that they do the social media, they pull people together. I'm just so 100% happy. And I thought from now on,
Are you just going to be like, all right, maybe you'll
just be
take off that producer hat and
then
pass
just
that
be
along?
trusting.
Yeah.
Just let it go. Let other people do their thing and trust other people. That was so good that I don't have to worry about anything. I just show up and do my performance. That's it.
Amazing.
I'm also a little controlling, so I wouldn't
Somebody's gotta
necessarily. You got to be on producers' butts sometimes, but
It's true.
not always me, but sometimes me.
Ada, there's a lot of vulnerability, obviously, involved in what you're doing. How do you decide which parts of your own life belong on stage and which part you remain to just kind of remain yours alone?
For this show, there is a part and which kind of speaks to the difficulty of marketing and promoting the show or even performing the show. It's less a problem in Chicago. There is a scene which is very intimate. It's about 2 women, intimate scene. And think about the time that we're in. And I'm doing this piece about kind of we are kind of having intimate moments on the bed. And it's, even though it's me performing, but it's really about 2 women. And that's the part, I could take it out, not do that part, but I thought it was so important that we cannot just watch a performance that is all about the brain. Because gay people have sex.
Yes, they do. Oh.
I'm assuming you do. And I want that part that is so important, that we have that intimacy, and not just the kind of intimacy in terms of emotional, that physical intimacy on stage.
Yeah.
But that part, I have to say, that I've been traveling around, to different French festivals, that there is the part that there is the kind of a concern for safety. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it's not just being queer, but also being Asian too.
Asian, yeah.
And if you go to big cities, that's a different issue. But when you go to small town, you don't know what people would do, right? And so there is a part as I'm going around kind of performing different cities, I'm always kind of strategizing, how do I promote the show in such a way that I can bring people in who are willing to learn and to really engage, but not necessarily people who are hostile,
Yeah.
right? Because I think we still need to be very careful, right, in terms of at this point in time where when you do a piece particularly really touch upon very much not just in terms of discussing the issue, but really it's about physical intimacy, you know, going to the bedroom and how do we have sex, right?
Yeah.
And that part can be very triggering, but it's so important because I think it's so important to think about intimacy, not just at an emotional level, but also at a visceral and physical level. And so that's the part that that part is very vulnerable. Like imagine myself on stage and everybody is watching me having sex with myself, right?
Yeah.
And, but that's also that part that I really connect me with the audience the most.
Yeah. Look, when I was doing stand-up, I was like, you know, one of my things was like, I wanted to make sure that I talked about gay sex during my set because like people, there was a whole, like when marriage equality passed, everyone was so great, but like there was this, then that was like what 2015, and then in 2017 there was a study that was released from the University of Indiana that was saying that like they're behind gay same-sex marriage, but they don't want to see intimacy.
Especially between men.
Especially between men.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, so I understand like the need, like, and the importance of saying this, of vocalizing. Okay. I have so many more things that I want to talk to you about, but we have another guest that's coming up. But I do want to say, like, I love the fact, if you please go see Ada Cheng's show. She's a delightful storyteller, like an incredible performer. But I love that it's ending up at Center on Halsted, like in the Leppen Theater, right there. And
it's in the smaller room in the front.
It's in the front.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
The smaller room, not the theater.
No.
Yeah.
We didn't think we could pack 300 people.
Yeah. So what's the size of the other theater?
That show's actually almost sold out. So our second weekend is almost sold out. Our coming weekend, this coming weekend, still has seats available.
Yeah.
But I love that the comedy group Stir Friday Night is going to be there for the final show.
Yes.
They have been a huge presence in the Chicago comedy scene for 30 years. It is a group that is made up of comedians, actors, improvisers from all over the Asian diaspora.
Yes.
And I love the fact that you're going to be having this conversation with them. It sounds like it's going to be like quite a special moment.
Yes, and this is a solo performance. We're also going to have post-show sort of dialogue, which is really important. And we would be talking about, falling in love, right? Which is everybody.
Yeah.
Here, falling in love.
Yeah.
One final question for you. One of your mottos is make your life
the best
story you tell.
Hey, I'm living my best life.
What's the next chapter of Ada Cheng's story look like?
Oh, maybe another love story.
Okay. Yeah. We need all the love we can get right now.
I'm single and looking to mingle.
All right, you heard it here first. She is single and ready to mingle, everybody. So get on it there.
Good ending for the show,
There
right?
you go. Oh my gosh. Well, while we wait for that one to come out, don't miss Ada Cheng's The Trouble with My Hair, Coloring, Cutting, and Coming Into Who I Am, presented by Nothing Without a Company. It's for 5 performances that start this week on the 21st. They're all over. For a full list of shows and venues, head to nothingwithoutacompany.org. There we are, Ada Cheng, Anna Rose, Ii-Epstein.
Thank you so much
for joining us today.
Great to have you
It's always just a breath of fresh air to hang out with you folks. Keep telling stories.
I will.
Keep sharing. Keep creating empathy and changing lives.
Connection.
That's what
Shared
it's all about.
humanity.
That's what it is.
That's what we need right now more than anything.
I love it.